Yeah.
He's bagging our money.
Yes.
Money drags. That's money drags.
That's the money pit. I struggle with, because we don't have room on the building.
I'll give you.
5:30, I think we'll call meeting to order.
Josh, that door, please. Thank you, sir.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Stover,
Here.
Vice Mayor Lundgren,
Here.
Commissioner Calhoun,
Here.
Commissioner Beeson,
Here.
and Commissioner Tweedy.
Here.
Those who would like to participate, please stand for the prayer and the pledge of allegiance.
I am Steve Rankin from the United Methodist Church representing the Ministerial Alliance. I'm very glad to be here to pray. Forgive me for praying and running, but I must. So I'm honored to pray for you. Let's pray. Gracious and holy God, we're very grateful for your loving care and your undergirding presence with us every day as we carry out our daily responsibilities. We thank you for your steadfast love and your faithfulness. We thank you for leadership and a community. We thank you for this community, for our Kansas City, and for these leaders. And I ask your blessing on them as they steward the projects in front of them. Would you bless them with wisdom and courage and compassion as they serve? And all the other staff and leaders of the Ark City community, would you bless them as well? We pray these things in the name of Christ, our Lord. Amen.
Amen. I pledge
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any additions or deletions?
Yes, Mayor, we do. We need to add a section 5, a new business in the city manager's department. This is an item number 3, an ordinance adopting the budgeted pay plan and repealing ordinance number 2025-12-4649 to become effective February 7th, 2026.
Motion?
Motion, we accept the additions and deletions.
A motion and a second to accept the changes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Approval of the agenda.
Move we approve the agenda as amended.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the agenda as amended. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 2, awards and proclamations.
Proclaim February 12th, 2026 as Hope Day in Arkansas City. And I might have to go
It
out
was
to
just
the
at the door.
hallway. Yeah, thank you. We do have Eric Burt and the Hope Squad here.
Go up. Come on up front. Can't sit down.
St. Church.
I'll let you give it to the students if you don't mind.
Thank you. Read this, please. Whereas the city of Arkansas City is committed to promoting organizations that support the positive mental health and well-being of all citizens. And whereas Hope Squad believes in the power of peer-to-peer connection to prevent suicide, and they are committed to raising awareness about mental health, strengthening connections, and preventing suicide in our community. And whereas currently suicide is the second leading cause of death in the United States for youth ages 10 through 34. Whereas more than 49,000 Americans died by suicide and another 1,500,000 attempted suicide in 2023. And whereas in Kansas, 569 individuals died by suicide in 2023. And now, therefore, I, Tad Stover, Mayor of the City of Arkansas City, do hereby proclaim February 12th, 2026 as Day of Hope in Arkansas City, and encourage the community to join efforts in any way that is personally meaningful. Jake. Jake. You are. You bet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Okay. Recognition of visitors and staff.
So recognize Officer Haley Lander, who was nominated for the Veteran of Kansas Officer of the Year Award.
Charlie Cravens, he was our department commander, supposed to be here, but he had to be in Topeka, so I'm the post quartermaster and Pat State Commander Michael Holland. And we're proud to present this certificate. I wish it was a winning one, but participation, so very good appreciation to Officer Haley Ladner. And the Law Enforcement Officer of the Year is goal of the Law Enforcement Officer of the Year program to recognize those deserving individuals whose performance and the duties distinguish them from all others. This honor is intended to be awarded to an individual or team who serves in municipal, county, state, federal units tasked with law enforcement pertaining to the area of responsibility. This award does not apply to individuals employed by private companies. Every community certainly has at least one outstanding law enforcement officer or outstanding law enforcement organization deserving of recognition. We appreciate that. Haley.
Short guy.
It's a long read.
6'6" guys.
Okay, number 4, consent agenda. A motion to approve that.
I move to accept the consent agenda as written.
I'll second it.
A motion and a second to accept the consent agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 5, new business. Fire EMS Department.
This is a resolution authorizing the City of Arc City to accept a quote submitted by Firemaster Equipment to purchase Genesis spreader cutter and extrication tools for an amount not to exceed $24,444.
So I'm representing the fire department today. My name's Captain Tanner McClure. We're requesting approval for the new Genesis spreaders and cutters. We currently only have one set of cutters and spreaders on our rescue for extrication and entrapments. In failure of those, we don't have a backup in case, or if we have multiple vehicles, we don't have a backup to extricate victims if one of them fails. So we're requesting approval to purchase a new set from Firemaster Equipment. They do have them in Springfield currently.
Did we look at the option of the second pair?
I have not heard back from them yet on a price for the second pair. They weren't able to give me a price yet due to their guy not being there. He won't be there till tomorrow, but I will definitely look into.
And wasn't this like a pair they had available?
Yes,
They'd have to
this,
order.
this pair in Springfield. I could actually go get them right now if it's approved. They current wait time on Genesis equipment is anywhere from, I would say up to 3 to 6 months, depending on their equipment load, to order a new set.
This is basically Jaws of Life.
Yes,
I was-
yeah,
yeah, I've seen that
it's cutters and spreaders.
So I think after, from the conversation the other day, when we kind of got the idea that you all are in favor of more, I'm sure the fire department will bring back a request here for an additional set.
I just didn't know if we ordered two, if we get a better deal or not.
So these set they have, and they're basically
They're
just
ready to get ready.
first come, first serve, get them.
Gotcha.
Fair enough.
If we ordered another set, it would actually have to come from the factory.
Okay.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but we still have a set right now that's operable.
Yes,
Okay.
the current set we have.
Right, so that would be our backup.
Both of them have been
Yes.
damaged before, but we do
Okay.
still have a current operating set.
We need to make a motion on that. I'll make a motion that we approve that from previous discussion.
I second it.
Got a motion and a second to approve the resolution as read. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you, guys.
Environmental Services Department.
Item number 1 is a resolution authorizing the city of Arc City to allow the rehabilitation of a 12-inch sewer line from Linden to Birch between C and D Street, C Street and D Street, utilizing Nowak Construction Company Incorporated to purchase materials and service equipment for an amount not to exceed $178,996.
Evening, Honorable Mayor and members of the commission. So this project would be rehabilitating a collapsed sewer line between Linden and Birch and C and D Street. It'd be 2 blocks worth. And the ideal way to complete this project would be through back reaming, because you can correct the dips and the broken pipe as you pull it back, instead of just going back with a pipe bursting, which doesn't correct those. As well as you can't do open trench easily because there's gas lines and communications lines in the way in that alley. And our recommendation is to use Nowak Construction to rehabilitate the collapsed sewer line. They're a reputable construction company and they know what they're doing. Any questions?
How soon are they gonna start?
As soon as this gets approved, I'll be able to get a hold of them and get them rolling on that project.
And this was in the budget.
I believe we had 300,000 budgeted for
Right.
sewer repairs.
All right.
I'll make a motion that we, for the resolution authorizing the city of Arc City to allow the rehabilitation of 12-inch sewer line from Linden to Birch between C and D, utilizing Nowak Construction Company to purchase materials and service equipment for an amount not to exceed $178,996.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to approve the resolution as read. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Item number 2 is a resolution authorizing the city of Arc City to accept a bid submitted by Friendly Ford to purchase a new 2026 Ford Maverick truck for an amount not to exceed $31,472.84.
The second item is purchasing a 2026 Ford Maverick. The crew, as approved last year or the year before, has grown, but the vehicles have not. So this helps satisfy that need. As we add more people, we add more vehicles to be able to fulfill the duties they need to fulfill. And this one specifically be for our meter tech. She's a smaller gal, so a smaller truck will help her get around easier and do things easier. Questions?
I'll make a motion that we accept this resolution authorizing the city of Arkansas City to accept the bid submitted by Friendly Ford to purchase a new 2026 Ford Maverick truck for an amount not to exceed $31,472.84.
Second.
Got a motion to approve the resolution as read. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
And item number 3 is a resolution authorizing the city of Arc City to accept a bid submitted by Red Equipment to purchase a combination jet vacuum truck for an amount not to exceed $559,000 and pursue lease bids for financing financing.
Final item here is our combination truck that we use. It's showing years of age on it, wear and tear. It's 10 years old. It's continually having problems. This one will be a new one we can bring in and give specifically to the collection side. We'll retain the old truck to use for water line replacement crew along with other city entities that might need its services. And then I recommend this jet truck from Red Equipment. They were the most competitive in the truck, the model, and pricing as well.
Got everything you need?
There isn't a fourth one on here, is there?
$1 million later.
Yeah.
Who invited him?
This meeting, I have everything. I'll be back. I'll be back.
No doubt.
Camera?
Yeah.
Backup camera and
No, he's talking about for the pipes. That's a separate thing.
yes, this is necessary to use the camera.
Okay.
I was gonna say, as it cleans, the camera can follow. Clear picture.
I move that we accept the resolution as written.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to approve the resolution that was read. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Look at that grin once we said aye.
Thank you all.
Are we going to see you next time?
No.
City Manager Department.
Okay, item number 1 is a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute fiscal year 2024 Safe Streets and Roads for All grant agreement with the U.S. Department of Transportation, Federal Highway Administration, and to take any actions necessary to implement the agreement.
So this is a $240,000 federal grant, and we have matching funds through the Kansas Build grant of $57,000. And then we have $3,000 in in-kind matching funds here locally. So a total project cost of $300,000. So what this project will be is to analyze crash data, identify locations, and just kind of get a good strategy on how to improve transportation throughout the community. One of the areas that we are planning on focusing on is around the 8th Street Skyline area, where we're working to develop housing growth out in that area. So that'd be one of the areas that we focus on as well. So that's what this project's about. Just accepting the grant agreement and kind of getting moving on that project.
What's this include, like traffic count and all that kind of stuff? How wide the streets are, if they're going to be safe?
Yeah, it looks at analyze crash data, fatality, injury crashes, evaluate contributing factors, and it helps establish prioritize a set of strategies to improve the transportation throughout the community. So it'll look at all kinds of data.
I move that we accept the resolution as written, accept this grant.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the resolution as read. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Okay, and item number 2 is a resolution accepting a Kansas Small Cities Community Development Block Grant Award for park improvements, authorizing the mayor and city clerk to sign and seal grant agreement number 25-PF-027 and attachments.
Okay, so we were notified that the city of Arkansas City has been awarded a $628,728 community development block grant for park improvements in Wilson Park. So we have the CBDG grant. We also were awarded recently a $50,000 VJ Wilkins grant. We have $87,572,000 in CIP funds, and another $19,610 in in-kind work, which will be demolition and things of that nature. So the total project cost that we have to work with is $785,910. Crystal Heinen with Ransom Financial, who's our grant administrator and helped write this grant, is here. If she can kind of tell you what steps that we need to take now to move forward with it.
Thank you. Good to see you guys again. So like Randy said, so this is going to be for our playground equipment in Wilson Park. So today we're just looking for a motion for the mayor and city clerk to sign and seal the grant, or not application, the grant agreement. And then I'll send it up to the state for them to also sign it. And then you'll have a fully executed copy. I'd stand for any questions you guys have about our grant or moving forward.
The only question I have is just because I think I posted this somewhere. I wanted to make sure. Is there a time frame on when we've got to begin work on this?
Begin work, yes. So we have to have the contractor awarded within the first year, which we are anticipating doing that well before that.
Right.
And then we have 2 full years for construction to be complete.
We're wanting to have this completed by summer.
We're hoping.
Yeah. Yeah, and we already have a meeting set up with the architect, or the landscape architect, and so he'll help us, guide us in the process of getting bids and design and all that. So we're going to try to keep this moving pretty quick. So
The only snag might be procuring the equipment, right?
could be. Yeah.
But it will have to be made in America. That is part of the
Good.
Build America, Buy America Act that CBG has to follow. So luckily, we won't have to wait on any kind of shipping times or anything like that.
Anything else, guys? Then I'm going to make a motion to accept the resolution accepting the Small Cities Community Development Block Grant Award for park improvements, authorizing the mayor and city clerk to sign and seal grant agreement number 25PF027 and attachments.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to approve the resolution that was read. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you. Next
Thank
time
you.
I'll be here with bids for you to approve.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you want to, you can continue working on some more money for us.
We have a couple in the works.
Good.
Yeah. I was going to update you a little bit later, but since you're standing there, we're working on a sign grant. So you want to talk about that? a little
Yeah,
bit?
so the Kansas Department of Commerce has a signs grant. So this sign is for businesses and they have to be in a business district. We have to have a minimum of 3 businesses and a maximum of 5. So we're going to hold a city meeting and invite all the businesses here in town to come and kind of listen to me jabber for a little bit and give all the information and guidelines. And then hopefully have some people that are really interested in coming and applying.
Cool.
You will see me for that grant too.
Have you had any contact with the businesses downtown yet? Or are you waiting for the meeting?
I know that one business has brought it to the clerk's office. And I know that Shanna's going to go to the chamber coffee on Thursday morning. So we're starting the wheels rolling. And if you know of anybody, please let them know that this is happening.
Chief, do we need a new T for your sign?
We are going to have the city meeting on February 11th
11th. Yeah.
at 5:30. So
Okay, great.
Another project we'll be working on is maybe some water line projects with CBDG. So we're working on setting up a meeting with PEC and Crystal and Kyle and Josh and myself and see what kind of projects we identify and see about rolling some of those out this next year on that.
Great.
So
Will the city meeting be here?
yes, it'll be here in this room. And we have also rescheduled our pre-construction meeting for the pickleball courts. So that'll be coming up as well.
Great.
So we have a lot of things going up.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
how fast did you drive back from?
I didn't get caught.
Okay.
Stop at a stop sign.
Item number 3 is an ordinance adopting the budgeted pay plan and repealing ordinance number 2025-12-4649 to become effective February 7th, 2026.
Mr. Mayor and Commissioners, I didn't anticipate being back before you quite so soon on the pay ordinance. However, I told Randy I kind of equate going into all these projects, it's like wading into the ocean. You hit one wave, you go a little further, and here comes another one, here comes another one, and you continue to figure everything out as you go. So we have done a little bit of that, and I am just asking for you to consider, first of all, I've talked with Tony and Brian about a street and stormwater maintenance technician. What this position is imagined to come to be is a street and stormwater maintenance worker who also does a lot of mechanicking for the city. And because right now everything goes, well, not everything, but a lot goes outside. Oil changes, tire changes, regular.
Do we have an employee in mind for this
There
position?
there's an external candidate that might possibly be interested in this role and meet the criteria for it. But we are arms wide open. Anybody that might be interested, we would certainly, and we can post this so that anyone that has that experience and knowledge can apply. Because this is a newer, more specialized role, thus a technician. We are leaving it at the maintenance worker 3 range at this time, which is a range 30. Tony has been asking about doing something like this for quite a while, and he just came in last week and said, I think it's time. So that's number 1.
It's important to note too, we're not adding another
Yes.
person. This would be converting a position to this, so.
Thank you. That is correct. We are not adding another FTE in any of these things I'm going to be talking about here momentarily.
An FTE.
Full-time equivalent. Yeah.
I want to make sure. Right?
Hey, no, it's all good. We all have our jargon lingo we talk. The next one is I'm asking to add a classification for a human resources generalist to be on the pay ordinance. The reason for that is, sadly, my Katie has given notice, and she will be leaving on February the 11th. And over the last several years, I have realized that human resources continues to just explode on all of the responsibilities that we have. It's becoming more strategic, and it's not just administrative and some of it being repetitive. This is a job that I need someone who can be to look at all the little nuances of things and really understand it. And that's where Katie was going. But since she's leaving, we didn't get that opportunity because well, as a matter of fact, it was supposed to be on the last pay ordinance, and I don't know exactly how to wind up on it, but between our group and me and whatever. So I am requesting the ability to post and possibly hire a human resources generalist, which is a grade 31, and the human resources assistant is a grade 15. If I can find someone that is interested in the generalist range, that'd be fantastic. If not, it still gives me the ability to hire someone in an entry level and train them up and not overpay them for years until they reach generalist level and not. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm going to throw these numbers out just for conversation purposes only. These are not. So I'm assuming a 15. Let's just say that's $15,000. And now we got a general says a 31. That's going to be $31,000 for a conversation reason.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a significant pay increase for this position.
So I do have some of those numbers in front of me. The 15 entry level is $19.85 an hour. The 30, and it's our pay, it goes from a 15 to a 30. There's no ranges between 15 and 30. That's
Okay.
how they developed it. The 31.
Kind of like
is-
tennis. 15, 30.
There you go. Entry level is 2286.
Okay.
So the increase is not significant.
Not as significant as I was gonna, as I was.
No, and it also allows us the flexibility to be able to develop that talent if we need to and move it to that. Or if we have it, that we can go ahead and get them moving because I hope I get to retire in about 5 years or hopefully less. We'll see what shakes out, but want to get somebody ready for you because it's a really big role. So, yeah, the increase is not as.
Not a double, yeah. And that's why I use those numbers, just to try to help us figure it
No,
out.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
So your
Yes.
scope of one of these people is pretty limited, right? I mean, if they've gone to college for this kind of stuff, they're not probably gonna wanna come in. So they need at least some experience.
For a
in
generalist,
HR. Yeah.
yes. I don't see how you could do a generalist job without at least some experience. Because it's just, I always say, if you haven't been in HR for at least 10 years, you don't know anything. It's one of those kind of jobs, so. Well, and I don't honestly know who else out there in our community. I hope that many will apply. So, there's that one, just giving us a little flexibility when searching. And then the third number on there is about cemetery maintenance worker 123. Again, not adding any FTEs, but in the comp plan and the comp study, we intended for them to take those cemetery 123 and put them on the pay ordinance when they did that first go round. Somehow it didn't happen, no blame, there were a lot of moving parts. So I completely understand. And the reason we want to go ahead and go forward with this is that the job descriptions that we're creating and looking at for the cemetery are different than the parks and facilities maintenance. Those are the reasons I kept you late tonight.
Do we see any significant increase in monies going out?
And a lot of it depends on what health insurance plan they select.
Sure.
And
Right, sure.
you don't know that one. I do think though, with the technician, if we can, or the generalist, if we can get someone with experience, of course, that leads to a higher step. but
Sure. Okay.
It's hard to say.
Again, we're not adding any people, just
Moving.
kind of moving things around.
Yeah.
Kind of reorganizing some areas. So.
Well, that said, I move that we accept this ordinance, adopting the budgeted pay plan under calling ordinance number 2025. 124649 to become effective on January or February 7th.
He still seconds it.
Yeah.
He's still seconding me.
Got a motion and a second to approve the ordinance as read. Any further discussion? Not all in favor, say aye.
All right.
Roll call.
Aye.
Oh, roll,
Oh, roll call.
oh,
It was
roll call.
Hey, I did that too.
Yeah, geez.
I always
I
underlined
didn't
it.
catch that one.
It's an RCV,
Yeah.
RCV.
All right, Mayor Stover,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Lundgren,
Yes.
Commissioner Calhoun,
Yes.
Commissioner Beeson,
Yes.
Commissioner Tweedy.
Yes.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Marla.
Thank you.
City manager updates and reminders.
Okay. Well, some of it was already been done through Crystal, but like she mentioned earlier, we had a meeting today about a business sign grant that we'll be working on. Hopefully get 3 to 5 businesses involved and get some new signage. On February 4th, staff will meet with the contractor on the green sand filter and go over the pricing bids that we've gotten on that. On February 9th, the splash pad construction should begin. We had equipment show up today and delivered. Because of it's still snowy and wet over there and muddy, they can't start today, but they're hoping to be on site on the 9th, which is next Monday, to get started on the construction of the splash pad. On February 11th, like we mentioned earlier, we're going to have a meeting with the landscape architect and start doing the kind of kickoff on the equipment and how the process we're going to go about selecting that. And then on same day on the 11th, like we mentioned earlier, we'll have a meeting here in this room at 5:30. Invite businesses to learn about the grant. February 12th, we are having another supervisor training that has been very popular so far. Do you know she left? No, do you remember the
I think the topics were recruiting and retention, but then she also came to me at the last one and said, is there anything in particular that you would like for me to develop something, some training about? And I said, I just gave her free rein and said, anything that you want to train on with supervision, management, go for it. She said, okay, I'll good for you.
Okay. So if you're interested in surprise training on the topics have been good and she's done a really good job with it. So that I think it's been very helpful for the supervisors to attend those. February 18th and 19th, the auditors will be here to finish up the 2025 audit. Jennifer and her team have been working with them already, providing them documents electronically. And so it's well underway, but that's when they'll be on site. And so it's always a little distracting when the auditors are in the building, but we'll get through that. And by the time we have our budget retreat is usually when they're ready to present that to you guys. And so not anticipating any issues this year, but and then on March 11th, there is a CBDG award ceremony in Topeka at the docking building. And hopefully the mayor will be able to attend, but we'll get at least one, probably two big checks for our 2 CBDG grants we got this year with the housing and the playground equipment. So it's always a good time to go up there and get recognized and have the governor and lieutenant governor get a picture with us with big checks. And then on the C-CLIP mill and overlay on Madison, we got notified today that the let date on that has been changed till May of 2026. So they're still working through some planning or plan information. So, which the original let date was in February, which is a little early for asphalt type. But so we're still in good shape there. And then lastly, on table in front of you, I give you guys copies of the KMU, the Kansas Municipal Utilities Week 4 legislative update. So that's a legislative update that focuses more on municipal utilities. So where the update from the league is a more general government, city government type update. So that's all I've got.
I heard a little bit, but I see pickleball here. So do we have did you have any updates on the pickleball?
Yeah, we were going to have a meeting last Monday with the contractor on site, but with the snow, you couldn't see the site because it was covered in snow. So we're rescheduling that, and we've had some emails back and forth this week to try to find a date that works for everybody. So we'll get that scheduled and get that pre-construction meeting off and going. So.
That what you're here for?
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up. Absolutely.
I actually talked to Randy.
Okay.
All right, items for discussion by city commissioners.
Like I said, the only thing I want to bring up is I thought that the city did a great job with the storm that came in. I know that we had Brian down early. We had a new guy putting Brian down, didn't we? And I don't know if anybody noticed it or not, but every street got hit with brine instead of just the high points that we usually do. So
You did a great job.
yeah, that was a good, nice surprise. But I know the guys were out late at night plowing. They were up early in the morning plowing. I know that Chief, you guys had a lot of accidents. I did see, I was out driving and I noticed that the police force was out just cruising. They weren't really looking, they were just kind of there for helping citizens. So they did a great job there. And I know the fire department had an issue with a faulty heater, if that's what we're gonna call it. So it's never fun to have this happen and have to work through this, but you guys did a great job. Kyle, I apologize. I did not see any water guys out working that night. And maybe that's a good thing.
That's a
good thing.
That is a good thing.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, well, but no, I have in the past seen them in is freezing water down and water up to their belly buttons. And so I don't want to leave them out as well. But the city as a whole did a great job. So thank you.
I agree. I echo those comments.
Yeah, I've got Brian on my motorcycle too. I got behind him in the wrong track.
I didn't ride mine on during that time.
Well, I'd like to thank the fire department, the crew that Tanner conducts for saving somebody's life, brought him back from pretty much dead. So, thank you. That's awesome.
And I'm sure their family appreciates it as well.
Yes.
Exactly. Anything else? Not anybody from the audience sign up?
No one has signed up. Is anyone here to speak?
If not, then I move to adjourn.
Second.
We got a motion, a second to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Hi.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Thank you.
Adjourn.